hours where officials are telling residents, if you're going to stay here, you've got to be ready for the fact that first responders are not going to be able to get to you once the winds get to about 40 miles an hour. We're close to that point here. We're standing here at an inlet right off Tampa Bay here in St. Petersburg, where, again, storm surge is going to be an issue. They could get 4 to 7 feet of storm surge here, which could push this water that you're seeing here right up over here to where I'm standing and moving to your right. This is Beach Drive over here in St. Petersburg. This whole area susceptible to flooding. This area, this county in Florida, Pinellas County, has some of the highest numbers of people who are under mandatory evacuation orders. Some 442,000 people in this county were under mandatory evacuation orders. Officials saying many people are heeding those warnings. John, a big test here is going to be of the sewage system here in St. Petersburg. That has been a huge issue in recent years because the sewage system for years was antiquated, got backed up when a major storm hit. In 2015, 2016, they had about 200 million gallons of sewage spill into the aquifers and other waterways when there was a major storm. Just this past December, they started to revamp and renovate that sewer system. So this is going to be a huge test of whether that sewer system in St. Petersburg is going to work. We did get word yesterday, the Public Works Administrator here in St. Petersburg is telling people, conserve water. Don't run your dishwashers. Don't run your washing machines. Limit your flushing and limit your showering when this storm is at its peak. That's going to be in the next 10 hours or so, as we know. So again, St. Petersburg not only going to face maybe severe flooding in these areas here behind me in downtown St. Petersburg, but also it's going to be a big test of whether that sewage system here, John, can hold up. So some anxious moments ahead in the next, I'd say, 10, 12 hours, John.
Yeah, I'll bet, Brian, Todd. 12 inches, maybe 24 inches of rain. It taxes the system so much across the state. I'm going to go right to Punta Gorda. Our Randy Kay is standing by there. The conditions there are deteriorating. That is where the storm might make landfall. And Randy, we just got word that this storm is getting even stronger. 155 mile per hour sustained winds.
Unaweza kuplay chords. Nipe bass. La, nipe drums, nipe mwendo nisikie. Nipe saxophone.
Internet yenye kasi, haina kusuasua, na peruzi bila wasi, na posti na kupakua. Oh, nchi nzima, mtandao umeenea.
Airtel Super 4G, hata wewe lazima utaipenda.
Hamia Airtel Super 4G leo. Furahia ofa yako upate data zaidi. Vifurushi vya siku na wiki kuanzia shilingi 500. Piga *149 *99 alama ya reli. Chagua moja ofa yako kisha chagua uni offer.
Tupo huku sasa wewe.
Hauna kukwama kwa Super 4G. Airtel Super 4G.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Yeah, John, that is certainly not good news for the folks here, considering that it could be heading straight for us right here. I am just on the edge of downtown Punta Gorda. I'm standing on this dock holding on to this post because the winds are getting a little bit stronger. Certainly, we can feel that. They are definitely increasing in intensity. The rain much heavier than it was when I spoke with you last hour. We are just on the edge here of the Peace River. Let me just show you right here. This is a boat launch on the edge of downtown, and the Peace River feeds into Charlotte Harbor. So they are expecting, as you know, this 8 to 12 foot storm surge, and this could very well overflow because the ocean water is going to, the storm is going to push that ocean water into the harbor. It's not going to have anywhere else for it to go, so it's going to flood into downtown Punta Gorda, which is right just, we could walk there right from here. It's very, very close. So there's a lot of concerns about the storm surge. People here have been certainly heeding the warnings. The county has about 2/3 of its people under an evacuation order, about 126,000 people or so. But certainly lots of concern because emergency services are now going to shut down at 45-mile-an-hour winds. So fire, police help. There won't be any help for anyone in this community, as you know, once things get even worse than they are right now. And they've been through this before, but nothing like a rain event and a storm surge event like they are expecting here. They did live through Hurricane Charlie back in 2004. It was a Cat 4, came racing through here, John. As you recall, it was moving very, very fast, 25 miles an hour as compared to this, which is about 5 miles an hour or so, Hurricane Ian. So they didn't have much of a storm surge. It was really more of a wind event. So they're very, very concerned about the level of water that is going to be rushing into these communities, including downtown and several other areas. There are barrier islands that had to evacuate, coastal communities evacuated. They were the first to go, but we've met people who are hunkering down on a boat nearby.